皆さんご安全に。そしてお変わりないですか？やまけいです。ゲーム実況 Nba2K21 マイキャリア SG 編やっていきたいと思います。
And it's Love in at the power forward position. And for the Heat, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And there's Iguodala. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Jack, we talk about the motor of a player like Russell and Westbrook. And we also have some bigs who really get after it. And I'm sure you've got some guys that stand out in your mind in the game now who stand out in that category.
Let's see, Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, yes.
Domantas Sabonis. And Andre, Mr. Drummond.
All good names. Big motors. Now Starks after the missed 3 from Jay Crowder. Love outside. The kick out to Porter. 4 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Starks. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Nunn passes to Adebayo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It seems like we're in an era of tandems in the NBA. Teams with at least 2 great players. Shaq, if you're selecting a pair to start a team with, mix and match however you want, who would you take?
Definitely got to take the Greek Freak, and I'm going to take Luka Doncic. Because they're superstars already, but they're still entering their prime. Give me those 2, it's a wrap.
Yeah, for me, Luka, no doubt about it. It'd be interesting to see how those 2 will play together. I wouldn't mind pairing Luka with a guy like Kawhi. That could be kind of interesting.
Luka with anybody would be interesting.
That's a great point.
Butler with the steal. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
An opportunistic penetrator. Once Butler sees an opening in the defense, he rips through it.
Cleveland moving it around. Drummond passes to Steph. There's Porter with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Shaq, having played for 19 years, you went head-to-head with some of the all-time greats. Who stands out as the toughest opponent you ever faced on the floor?
Let me see Alonzo Mourning for my first couple years. Then I made it to the big times. It would be Akeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, like that for the West Coast. And there was a gentleman by the name of Loud Me. For guards and wingmen, let's see, Jordan, LeBron, Greg Anthony, Plastic Man, Stacey Hoffman, and
Wayback Machine.
You got to throw Larry Johnson in that mix too.
A UNLV taste to
yes,
it.
I do.
With some of these incredible names you just rattled off. And stolen by Drummond. To the middle. Here's Steph. And another miss by Cleveland.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now, here's Adebayo. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And we see just about every player in the league trying to shoot the 3. Shaq, and if you were playing today, be honest, would you find yourself launching a few?
Yes, and you know what my nickname would be?
What?
Shakovich. So I did shoot 22 in my career. I made 1. That's not a good percentage, but it's good enough because I made 1. Probably the one that counted.
Yep.
But really, why shoot 3s if no one can stop you on the inside?
He's right.
The course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Adebayo. Leonard comes in for Crowder. Jones checked in for Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Andre Iguodala. They say landing in the right situation, Shaq, important for any player's career. What traits, as you go back and look at what you've seen now and when you've played, what traits separate the great organizations in this game?
Well, one, you got to have experience. I think you got to have some banners up there in the rafters. And I think you got to have a mean front office. You got to have a Jerry West, a Mitch Kupchak. Guy that understands the players in the game. And you have to have a commitment and a culture of respect and trust.
Here's Nunn. Larry Nance making his last shot. Nunn passes to Hero. And the foul called on Junior. That's his first.
2点差。
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Iguodala kicks to Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Steph, Kevin Love out there with Porter. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Starks in at the 2 spot. Shaq, when you played, you had an incredible presence in the media. Shaq, if you had social media back then, what might have been different?
Well, for me, I would have loved to have a direct communication with the fans. No misquotes. Big Aristotle's been misquoted a lot. I don't think they understand my genius. See, to me, E equals MC squared. You don't know that. Anyway, I admit I could have been a distraction that time, but hey, who cares?
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Wizards, was tremendous. He scored 12 points, and he continued to connect from the foul line and the three-point line throughout the game. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. See what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Every teammate in talking with them before the game says how much faith they have in him. They'll keep getting it to him.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Stiff, the pass to Starks. Outside Porter. And Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
Here's Hero, covered by Starks. Here's Butler. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And it's tied up with that one.
You know, overcoming many obstacles in this path to the NBA, Jimmy Butler has greatness in him. I think that's helped him rise to every challenge.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Portis is checked in. And Shaq, a pleasure to have you with us. Great to hear your observation as always. I hope you join us again.
I will. Happy to give them any time. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much.
Man, they really are chomping at the bit to get you back up there.
Yeah, they want you back in the studio.
Nope, I'd rather be here with you guys.
Good. We want you here too. And Brent, a man who never ceases to amaze, Shaquille O'Neal, not only one of the greatest centers in league history, as you well know, but also one of our great personalities on TV covering the NBA on 2K.
Well, never ceasing to amaze is one thing, but the other part, Kevin, is Shaq just flat out always entertains, and it's so great to have him stop by and put his flavor on the game.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Starks. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Olynyk is checked in for the Heat. Jones comes in for Andre Iguodala. And then for Cleveland, Nancy's checked in for Drummond. Osman comes in for Porter. And it's Colin Sexton in for Steph. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
It's rebounded by Portis. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Junior with the ball.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
For Cleveland, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
3-point play.
8 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Nunn. Looking to end the run. And no luck with that time. How special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed. To have your jersey hanging up in an arena, that was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
They've got Iguodala, Jake Crowder out there, Bam Adebayo. Then it's Kendrick Nunn, and it's Butler in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. The Heat trail by 11. Nunn passes to Butler. Back to Nunn. Good ball movement here by the Heat. The kick outside to Butler. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now a timeout called. We're down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Heroes checked in for the Heat. Nunn passes to Crowder. Pass to Butler. Back to Crowder. Good D by Drummond.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, drives a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Here's Nunn. He's got 10. The pass to Hero. Now Butler. Here's Hero. Will it go? 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And drafted 13th out of Kentucky, Tyler Hero impressing right out of the gates that rookie season.
And I think this is very much the type of player that comes in with confidence, a skill level, and an IQ, and ultimately a guy who wants to compete.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olenek, he's checked in for Crowder, and Jones subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Now here's Drummond. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Adebayo. And it's Drummond missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Here's Hero. There's the 3. And it's Osman with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Garland with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Nunn kicks to Jones. Here's Hero. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Lets it go with a 3. That shot missing, and Cleveland will come the other way. To the inside, Osman. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Pass to Nunn. Love against Olenek. Now here's Nunn. Defense right on him. Garland with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 17. Starks dishes to Love to the right side. Here's Osman. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And Adebayo throws it down.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And Junior throws it down.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Hero passes to Nunn. Connects from three-point range. Nunn's got 13 points.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's the floater. Garland with the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
時間ないよ。最後最後。
There's 18 seconds left in the third.
しっかり抑えよう。
Nunn passes to Olynyk. Adebayo kicks to Nunn. Count it. Nunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
New group in for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Leonard.
Okay.
Kelly Olynyk comes in for Jay Crowder. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Tyler Hero in for Kendrick Nunn. Then for the Cavaliers, Drummond's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Kevin Love comes in for Larry Nance. And Starks is subbed in for Sexton. Here's Hero. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Kevin Love out there with Porter. Then there's Starks. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Stith in at the point. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on three?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
点差があるからって雑になんなよ。
1:14 left in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
Portis against Leonard.
Hey, right here. Go,
now, here's Garland. Here's Osman. Outside for Starks. The three. Rebound by Olynyk. And it's the Heat with the ball. 19-point game. And it's Jones finishing it off.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Now Garland. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony.